Okay, it's time to discuss that how we can create to MySQL database from PHP script. So in previous video we have created employee database in which we have created employees table, and after that we have inserted a record, this one as you can see here. So what I will do, I have already opened my VS Code from that folder that I have created by the name of PHP tunes. If you remember, let me show you. We have created in C drive within XAMPP and within HT docs a folder PHP tunes. Now you can just click right and there will be show you VS Code. So if for some reason it didn't show you that VS Code, then you have to press Ctrl Shift and right click, and after that press open command windows here and write here code space dot and enter, and it will pop up your VS Code. But I have already opened it up, so here we have to create a new file. So I will give it a name tut3 by the name of connect to underscore to database.php. Great. Let me zoom it by pressing Ctrl and mouse wheel, and let me set it all, and let me remove all the other tabs. So how to connect database MySQL from PHP script? It's very simple. First, you need to do three things. Whenever you want to connect to PHP from PHP to database, you have to tell your PHP script that I'm giving you three permissions. In other words, so here whenever you create a variable in PHP, you have to use $, and after that server name. We will discuss that what are variables later in other videos. In this video we'll just focus on how to connect to a database from PHP script. So I am going to create three variables. First one is server name, and whenever you create a variable name, then you have to put up before that variable name a $, while using PHP. And by default we have to pause this. Okay, first I need to write here PHP basic syntax. I forgot. So PHP, and let me close it as well. And within this syntax we have to write PHP code. So $, server name, and by default we have to pass it localhost because we are using Apache server. And don't forget to use semicolon while using PHP. You have to pause, you have to put semicolon after each line, otherwise it will throw you an error. After that we need to create another variable by username. So here we have to give it root. By default it passes root because we are using Apache server, and Apache server using localhost. Whenever you want to access your folder that or PHP code, then you have to use localhost, root, and third one will be password. So password will be empty, and I will show you that why I am going to keep it empty. After that I will use comment connecting to database and Ctrl Shift / so that it could be commented. Now here we have to use function MySQL connect function, but we have to store this connection within a folder so that we can use in other lines. So $, by the name of con, I will create a variable con, and in which I will pass my SQLi underscore connect. It is a function that will help you to connect to the database from PHP script. Now here pass all the three variables. So $, server name, comma, $, username, enter, $, and password. So what we have done, we have told PHP by creating three variables that whenever you want to connect to database, you have to use this function MySQL connect, and within this function we have passed three variables: server name, username, password, and these three things comes from Apache server, localhost, root, and password will be empty, otherwise it will give you error. I will show you that how it will give you error. Now let's print something. So we use echo statement, and within this we have to write successfully connected to the database. And okay, just Control S, save and go to your browser, and let me remove this, and in new tab I will search localhost, and I have a folder PHP tunes. If you have remembered, we have created in second video a folder PHP tunes. Enter. So we have this tut 1, tut 3. So we will click on tut 3. As you can see here, successfully connected to the database. So we have created some variable, and we have passed this variable using a function MySQL connect, and it will give you connection to the database. Now what will happen if for some reason it's not connected? It's mean that whenever we want to connect to the database and it gives you some error, for that we have to run if statement. So I will say if not $con, it's mean that if we are not going to connect to the database, that in that case you have to use die function, and within this die function, stories not connected because of this error. Now what will be the error? So you don't need to worry, just let me zoom it out. Dot we use to concatenate. In other languages we use plus sign for concatenation, but in PHP we use dot sign. And here we have to use a built-in function, that is MySQL connect, and after that error and this brackets, and this will throw you the error. Whatever the error will be, connection error, it will be right in front of this by concatenating with these lines. Okay, so let me revise. We have created three variables: username, server name, password. And after that we have used a function MySQL connect that will help you to connect to the database, and we have stored this connection in a variable. After that we have checked if for some reason the connection is not happen, then you have to through this line, and in which you have to use because of this error, and whatever the error will be, it will be displayed right here. But if not happen, then we have to use else statement, and within else we have to just cut this line by Control X and Control V and Control S. Now I will write here within password something. So suppose I have a password, this one. Control S and go to your browser and reload. It will give me error. Syntax error, unexpected token. Okay, this is another error. Let me check on line 11. Line 11. Okay. It should not throw me this error because this must be here. I think I forgot semicolon here. That's why I have told you that don't forget to put semicolon after each line in PHP. Okay, let me save it and go to your browser, reload. It will give me again error, but this time the error will be connection error. Uncaught MySQL SQL exception, access denied for user root and localhost, because we have used password, and the password will by default will be empty. You don't need to use your own password. And after that the function throw here an error, connect to the database error. Okay, so if I remove this stuff from here and I give a space, now let me Control S so that it will be saved. Go to your browser, reload, and it will give you the same error because it also gives an error whenever you write something or whenever you give a space. So don't need to put here a space. So in this video we have learned that how we can connect to the database. In second video, in the next video, we will discuss how to insert record into your table from PHP script. So see you there.